Do you know the difference between a symptom and an underlying cause? A symptom is really what you can see or measure, but is not actually the root of the problem. For instance, you can detect a person's fever. That's a symptom of an infection that is in their body somewhere. That's exactly what is present in most organizations right now. There are symptoms, but they aren't the deep causes, and yet we continue to treat the symptoms. Why not? That seems to be a problem, but it's not really. The symptoms evidence themselves in fractured relationships, in disconnects of communication, in positions trying to elevate themselves one over another and jockeying for position. There's a lot of different symptoms, and yet we sometimes look at that and say, well, I just need to go to the root of the problem. But the root of the problem is really the emotional intelligence of the people involved. That is where the problem is. Emotional intelligence is not a common skill. In fact, research has indicated that probably more than 80 to 85% of the population has poor emotional intelligence, in spite of 95% of the population determining that they have excellent emotional intelligence. That means out of a room of 10 people, at least 8 of them do not have the emotional intelligence necessary to achieve at high levels, yet they think they do. There is the root of the problem. How do you address that? Well, emotional intelligence can be learned. And what I have prepared in my course, Emotional Intelligence for Leaders, I believe will give those people who are in desperate need of developing soft skills the foundations they need to begin that process to become emotionally intelligent. I encourage you to take a few minutes and check out my course. You can see that in the notes listed below. Thanks.